don't prove it, so you can never say, we really don't know. Read it again from the top.
Verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So this is the revealing of Christ, the image right here, watch.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants.
Hold on. So we gonna know because he gave it to John the Baptist.
That's right.
John the Revelator to show to his servants, to show to his people, the Israelites. Watch this.
Verse 11, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write it in a book.
So he told John the Revelator, what you see with your eyes, write it in a book. What book is that? The Bible. What specific book in the Bible? Revelation. You cooking now, sis. Come on.
Verse 14, his hair and his hairs were white like wool.
White like wool. Who has woolly hair today? Your papa. Who else? You. Yours is just a little lower. Right? Miss Dorothy, she got the woolly hair. All of us, all the brothers you see. Read.
As
we got hair just like Christ. Come on.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
You know what? Christ's eyes was red like wine. He drunk wine in moderation. You know, like the older folks, their eyes turn red a little bit. Probably your pawpaw, right? That's what showing Christ's eyes look like. These eyes right here, they either blue or some other color. They're not, you say what?
They blue or gray.
Gray, all these other colors. The description they show a lot of times, the false image right here is blue eyes. Christ got red eyes. Read on.
And his feet like unto fine.
Miss Dorothy, here you go. Aiden, listen up.
And his feet
like. And his feet. Aiden, your feet the same color the rest of your body. Right? Watch it.
Like unto fine brass. As if they burn in a furnace.
What color is brass? Black. That's right. Especially if you what?
As if they burn in a furnace.
If you burn a penny, if you burn brass, it turns what? Black.
That's right.
So Christ is what? Christ is black. Hey, Aiden, that's a good thing.
That's right.
Miss Dorothy, that's a good thing. We just read that Christ is black according to the Bible. What? You understand that? Hold that Daniel chapter 10 real quick. Daniel chapter 10. Here go another depiction of Christ out of the Bible. We got to see Christ in the Bible. That's right. We got to see ourselves in the Bible. Right. Because if not, we're going to continue to have black on black crime. You're going to continue to see your uncle, your cousin, your brother, your sister being shot in the streets or going to jail.
Hating on one another.
Hating on one another. Right. You're going to continue to see that because we think this is Christ. We think this is God. This is not. This man was deceived. Put on earth to deceive you. Right. That's all he was put on earth to do. Watch this, Mr. Ada.
Daniel chapter 10 and verse 5. Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed.
Here go another vision, him seeing Christ. That's right. Come on.
A certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were golded with fine gold of Uphaz. His body also was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning.
Read on.
And his eyes as of lamps of fire.
Here you go. His eyes was red like wine. Come on.
And his arm.
Or like fire here.
And his arm.
And his what?
And his arm.
And his what?
And his arm.
So we read a description of Christ's feet being black. Now we're going into his arms. Come on.
And his feet like in color to.
Read it again.
And his feet like in color and his arms and his feet.
His arms and his feet. Come on.
Like in color to polished bread.
Like in color. There's color in the Bible.
That's right.
And Christ's color is what?
Like polished bread.
There you go again. Polished brass means burned in a furnace.
That's right.
Christ is a black man according to the Bible. You understand that, Aiden? These are the things we must see, Miss Dorothy. We must see this. Understand, we out here for you. We want your soul to be saved. We want you to reign on earth forever.
That's right.
Some people not. Watch this though.
Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1.
This is the law on the wicked holiday that's coming up, Christmas. Watch what the Bible says about this day.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
God is talking to the Israelites. You are probably from the tribe of Judah, right? So-called African American. He's talking to you. He said, hear these words that I'm speaking to you. Learn what?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. Guess what? We were once enslaved. We were once like in shackles and chains and sold to Master Jenkins, sold to Master Charles, right? So we're in slavery because we still in slavery.
Bring it out.
But it's a different condition now. Right. But at one point, the servitude was shackles. We was in the ships. We had all this happening to us. This happened to us. And guess what, Brandon? You and your daughter was sold to on Christmas to Master Charles' daughter, to his son as a gift. You gotta see that. But we willingly celebrate a day that's not ours. Right. That was never given to us for us to follow. Watch this, read it again.
Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
God said, don't learn their ways and don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. You know what that's going into? Those, what do you call it, the zodiac signs. Oh, I'm a Pisces. Right. I'm a Capricorn. No, God said keep his commandments and live. That's right. We none of that stuff. That the other nations push that because do we make the newspapers that they push it in? Nope. The other nation push that in our community. What? You don't really hear the so-called white folks talking about that. You don't hear them say, I'm a Capricorn, unless they're Edomite, a white girl in the hood trying to be black. And let me finish this out, bro, and I'm going to let you go, Mr. Brandon, all right? Let me finish this out.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
God told us not to learn the way of the heathen. Other nations that's taught us this custom here that we're about to read about. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Those zodiac signs, the stars in heaven, the moons. That's what the Egyptians was doing. We came out of Egypt from slavery. We trying to go back to follow that. That's what got us in the conditions we in. Come on.
For the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain.
The custom of the heathen, the other nations, are vain. They're evil. Watch this.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
What is this custom that they do when they go cut a tree out of the forest? Help me out, Miss Dorothy. What is that?
Ooh, okay, oh my God.
I know you know. Come on. What is it?
You know?
What they go when they cut the tree down in the forest? You know? Brandon, what is it? What is it, sis? Say it. You got it on your shirt right now.
Bring it out.
You got it on your shirt, Miss Dorothy. Come on. Read it again. Make it clear.
For the customs of the people are vain.
The customs are vain. It doesn't even make sense. It's nothing. Come on.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
What do they do? I used to do it. I had to repent from that thing. Used to go to the dude that sell the trees, and he cut it down with the axe.
That's right.
Who? What is that? What is that celebrating? What is that talking about, Brandon? Come on, help me out.
Oh my Jesus.
What is it talking about, Brandon? Look at her shirt. What is it talking about?
Christmas.
A Christmas tree.
That's right.
Watch this.
Verse 4. They deck it with silver and with gold.
They what?
They deck it with silver and with gold.
What do you put on those Christmas trees?
Bring it out.
Ornaments. Silver and gold.
Bring it
You remember
out.
that song? They deck it. God said, don't learn that way. Don't follow that custom. It's evil. It's wicked. Come on.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that they move not.
You know what you do. You fasten it, you straighten it up, you put the screws and tighten it up so it won't fall over, right? That's the custom that they did.
That's right.
That's a worshiping of a false idol, Nimrod.
Bring it out.
And guess what? Those ornaments you spoke about, those balls that you see, those balls that's on it, at one point it was your head.
Bring it out.
And they sacrificed you under that. They put you under there as gifts. We gotta see that. The customs of the heathens are vain.
That's right.
Christmas is bad, it's evil. Santa Claus is evil. How many times we gonna accept the lies that they teach us?
Bring it out.
When you know the white man walk in your house and come down the chimney, first of all. Come on, make that make sense, brother. Come on. Come down for some milk and cookies. We know what milk and cookies is in the hood. We know what that is. What is he doing to your kids?
Bring it out.
For some milk and cookies.
Traumatized.
The white
Traumatized.
Yes, ma'am. You know how traumatizing it is, Miss Dorothy? It'll have you wearing the clothes,
That's right.
Miss Dorothy. It'll have you walking around thinking this was supposed to be the thing, but it's not.
That's all.
God said it's vain. Read.
Verse 5, they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good.
What it's showing you is they were worshiping this as a god. And God said, this thing can't even walk itself. You got to carry this thing.
That's right.
And we willingly worship these things. God said we got to change. Brandon, you got to change.
That's right.
Just because you know it's not real, you got to let her know it's not real.
That's right.
Forget what the mama say, because she ain't going to do right. You got to teach thus said the Lord God. All right? You got to understand it. So you believe Christmas is a false idol, right? So that means that shirt got to get thrown out.
That's right.
You got to get a new shirt.
Working on it.
You working on it? That's what we need, sis.
praise the Lord.
We love you. That's why we out here. Watch this. We got to give laws, though, because the laws is the thing that's going to set us free. It's going to get us out of the captive state that we are in. All right? Deuteronomy chapter 22.
Bring it out.
These are the laws that must manifest in our everyday lives that we must see. Watch this.
The book of
You familiar with TD Snakes?
Jake.
Jakes, I'm sorry. It's Snakes, Jakes, whatever it is. You know what it is, right? You familiar with him, right?
I don't. Man.
Have you seen what's going on lately with him?
Yeah, so
With him and P. Diddy?
I turned
With
it on.
have you seen him in a dress? What do you think about a pastor being in a dress?
I wouldn't go and be up on them.
Exactly.
Bring it out.
Right?
I wouldn't be up on them.
It's false. You think that's a different, do you think the Bible disagrees with what he's doing?
God ain't pleased with it.
Exactly. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So if T.D. Jakes is putting on a woman's garment, God is against that. Because God said what?
For all that do so
Those that do that
are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
are an abomination to the Lord thy God. God hates that.
That's right.
You understand? So if he's wearing a dress, that's out of order. And he's supposed to be a bishop. He's supposed to be the bishop. But he's wearing a dress. He's an abomination to God. But we got to read it again because we missed something at the beginning. If God is not in agreement with a man wearing a dress or cross-dressing, what do you think he feel about sisters wearing something? Watch this.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
What do women wear that pertains to man? Oh, Miss Dorothy laughing over here. Okay, what is that, Miss Dorothy?
Some wear boxers, breeches.
Breeches. Make it pants.
That's right.
She said breeches. She went old school. A lot of people don't know breeches. Come on. Pants.
That's right.
Right? God is against that, sister. We here to help you get right.
That's right.
We were once out of order. We were once in full-fledged wickedness.
That's right.
But God said, hold on, you my chosen.
Right.
I got to get you out of this state that you are in.
That's right.
And God has awakened us to the laws, back to his customs that we are supposed to follow.
That's right.
Watch this. Read it again.
Verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Right? Those are pants, boxers, all of that, right? Come on.
Neither shall a man put on
Shorts, that go into that too. Come on.
a woman's garment.
Neither shall a man wear a woman's garment. Cross-dressing, God is saying that's against my laws.
Right.
That's a law that I put in place that I don't want you to keep doing that on the earth. But we get so stuck in the world, we follow the customs of the world, and God is not in agreement with that. Watch this. Go to Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. This goes back to the Christmas stuff, the Thanksgiving. We celebrate Thanksgiving that killed millions of our people, and we celebrate it, right? These wicked days that they push on earth. Not only the wicked days, but the wicked customs they push. And believe it or not, what's the name? Amelia Bloomer. You familiar with Bloomer? Amelia Bloomer? In the early 1900s, she started the feminist movement.
Right.
And guess what? Her name was the known as Bloomers. That's what she had with the pants that looked like a, what was it, like a bell bottoms almost? No, not bell bottoms, skirt dress pants with the pants under it. Those were Bloomers. It was named after her name. That started in the feminist movement. And that's when a lot of, because remember, if you know, probably your grandmother, she didn't wear pants. When you look at old slavery movies or slavery photos, They never wore pants.
More dresses.
That happened when a white woman said, hey, I want to be equal to the man, so let me push that upon the black woman.
Bring it up.
We got to see that. Come on, read.
The book of Colossians, chapter 2 and verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. This is what happened to us. The sisters wore dresses.
Yeah.
But the man deceived us with vain deceit. The same ones that's riding around in the truck waving at us, lying, deceiving. The same ones right behind you right now,
Trying to make money.
trying to deceive you. God is against that. Come on, read it.
Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Philosophy and vain deceit. You know what's philosophy and vain deceit? Christmas. Santa Claus. Read.
After the tradition of men.
After the tradition of man. Because we just read in the Bible, God said don't follow that. Don't follow the customs of the heathens. Read.
After the rudiments of the world.
After the what?
After the rudiments of the world.
Because that wasn't a thing. Christ didn't say, hey, honor my death with that way. Christ didn't say honor my birth that way.
That's right.
No. Christ understood we can't even celebrate birthdays.
That's right.
You understand? Read.
And not after Christ.
It's what?
And not after Christ.
It's a tradition of man that's not after Christ.
That's right.
But it's supposed to be Christmas. You gotta see this, sis. This ain't right. What we seeing is wicked. It's evil. And guess what they at? They in the black neighborhoods. They pushing it to the slaves. They trying to do it again.
Right. That's right.
We gotta see this. God is against what they doing. How you doing, sister? What's your name, sis? How you doing? Did we wake you up? All praises to the Most High God. You been asleep too long. Matter of fact, give me Romans 13. It's time for you to get out of your sleep. This is what we gotta see.
That's right.
We woke you up. Look, it's late in the evening. It's almost afternoon now. You gotta get up. Watch this. Read what you got. Come on. Watch what the Bible said. We woke you up. Now God woke you up. Watch this.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is a high time to awake out of sleep.
It's high time to wake out of sleep. You have not learned who you are in these last days. But today is your time. Today is your time to learn who you are. Today is the time for you to learn the lies that have been taught in our communities. Today is the time for you to learn to get out of the deceit that they push against you.
That's right.
Why they here in your neighborhood?
Bring it up.
Why they helping clean up the community? But they want to push lies on you. God is against that. And it's time for our people to wake up. Come on.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Our salvation is near. Christ is coming soon.
That's right.
You got to understand this. Hold that. Or drop that. Give me Matthew 24. This is what we just witnessed right here.
Bring it out.
Somebody who's going to come to say that like Christ, try to deceive you. To try to deceive the youth. Like Aiden that just left. Like a lot of these kids that probably seen and heard this. Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 4.
Now jump up to 24.
Verse 24. For there shall arise false Christ.
That's going to ride a false Christ. This right here, right? Those right there that's in the truck that's moving around, they teach this. And this is in their churches, in their school systems, on their TV channels, all of them on BET. Supposed to be a black entertainment television, but it's on our channels pushing their doctrine.
Bring it up.
And God said, what?
For there shall arise false Christ and false prophets.
And false prophets. Who was a false prophet? Saint Nicholas.
Right.
Saint Nicholas is a false prophet.
That's right.
Believe it or not, he had slaves.
That's right.
And he came to deceive you. I'm still trying to fathom, who do we know? You ever seen a white man jump out of a chimney to give you something? First of all, that's kind of creepy. A man coming out of the chimney, he trying to steal something. We seen Friday.
Right.
We done seen it. He done hopped in the window trying to steal your stuff. What is this white man doing in my house?
Bring it out.
He trying to take your soul.
That's right.
Or he trying to rape you and your kids. These things happen.
Get over.
God said, what?
and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if there were possible.
You know how they show great signs and wonders? Because they put it across the airways like they the best. Passion of Christ. You watched that?
Yeah.
Did you cry?
Did I?
Did you?
I didn't think I was gonna be here after looking at that movie.
You see what I'm saying? But that was a white man.
Right.
When do you know a white man died for black people?
Bring it on!
Make that make sense. If you prove that to me, I'm gonna drop the mic and we gonna pack up and leave.
Bring it up. Right.
One white man died for black people. Not a nan nutter. It ain't never happened and it won't happen.
That's right.
Even if they married to a black woman. It's not gonna happen. They for their people.
That's right.
God said, read it again.
Insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
If it was possible, they'll deceive the very elect. But God left a remnant on earth.
That's right.
God left men and sisters on earth to help assist and to wake up the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's right.
Matthew 15:24.
Bring it out.
This is what Christ came for, and this is who we come for. Take it off, sis. All praises to the Most High God. And they're going to dumpster. Hey, they're going to dumpster right there, sis. Throw that garbage away. Throw it away, sis. You don't need it. If you need another shirt, get my number. My sister, matter of fact, manages a company that can get you more of those. You can throw that away right now. If you love God, you'll throw it away right now.
Put it in my trash can.
Put it right in the dumpster.
Bring it out.
I'm gonna throw it away.
You gonna throw it away, sis? All right? Your sister, your word, right?
Yeah.
We gonna take God. Just seal. God heard it. All praise. Read this.
Matthew chapter 15 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep.
This is Christ. This is red letter. Christ is saying what?
I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
He sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's right.
You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You, Dorothy. What's your name again, sis? Demetria. He sent to y'all. He's not sent to nobody else. Not the people that just strolled and rolled up here, thought they were going to trick somebody.
What?
Trick or treat. That's what that is.
That's right.
That's another Halloween lie.
That's right.
No, God said he sent, Christ was sent for his people. The lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's us.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, his word, his word, his word.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.